Hey guys, what's going on today? This is Dalsu. Welcome back to the Banner Saga, where we're just going to be sort of like maybe buying a couple supplies and then moving forward with the game. It's been a couple days since I recorded this. It's been sort of a long weekend of Overwatch. I bought Overwatch and man, it's super fun. How many do I need for 4 days worth? Jesus Christ. Alright. 4 days worth will have to be it. I want to save a little bit for upgrades. Speaking of... can I actually give anyone an upgrade? Rook, you can't pass level 5, can you? All to leave can be promoted for how much exactly? 10. Okay, we'll do that. And suppose we give her better armor break, a little more exertion. That way she can break 4 armor at a time. Archers are really handy for breaking armor. This guy's going to cost another 10, and then we'll be out of renown. I like that. Same plan. Break armor. Sounds good. Love to get that 3 armor break on as many people as I can. Alright, let's get out of here. Rook, wait please, Ivan begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. Yeah, I have to make this decision now, don't I? We'll wait just a little longer, dude, but... you tell Ivan you'll stick it out a little longer, but you're not certain how long you're willing to wait yourself. Every day lost becomes more precarious. Yeah, I mean, he's really obsessed with this woman. I don't know how much I believe in him or trust him. He hasn't really proven himself to be, you know, particularly trustworthy. We'll rest today. A random assortment of people... you have to excuse my chair sound while I lean back here. A random assortment of people from the caravan confront you. Listen, says one, we don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about menders or whatever, but we're going to leave, and I hope you'll join us. It's like a couple dozen people, farmers and fighters alike. I'm not going to refuse to let them leave. I've been playing this whole playthrough with people are free to come and go as they please. I'm not like a slave driver here. Well, we did rest a whole nother day, so I guess we kind of get... stick by our word and go ahead and jet. You agree that it's time to go. Ivan casts his eyes upon the ground, but doesn't protest. We waited a whole another day for your woman, dude. The caravan packs up and prepares to leave. We've got other problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. What do you think? Ford the river. I know from my Oregon Trail days that that's not usually a wise decision. Caulk the wagons and float across. We have caulk? Pay some locals to help. Detour around the flooding. I've got the feeling that locals are probably the best option. I know when you're out on the trail and you get in a bad situation, the locals usually know what the hell's up. But how are we going to pay them? In supplies? We only have like a very limited amount. The locals become a lot more helpful when you swallow your pride and start offering food for... okay, yeah, so it's supplies. They give you small fishing boats to borrow and show you the area with the best chance of making it across. You hope your luck holds out as you launch from the shore. Despite, or you suspect, because of your vigilance, the locals from Stockholm don't try anything underhanded, as they take you in their small boats to the other side of the lake over several trips. You leave them with a generous amount of food, and they row back to their town. You hope it's worth it to buy some space from Bellower, who will have to drag his armies through the mud on foot. So that was probably the right decision, but we lost a day of supply, and now we only have 2 days of supply. We gotta really hightail it. No rest for the weary here. Yeah, running out. We still have 11 renown. I thought we did that upgrade. We must not have actually clicked confirm, so we still have some. More supplies missing, the woman by a wagon says to you. And look, tracks. Right here. They look like children's footprints, but my husband and I followed them into the wilderness a ways. They meet up with some adult tracks, no telling how many. Uh-oh. So we could ask the children, we could question parents about their children, send scouts to look for anyone following you. Let's just ask the children. And children usually can't tell lies very well. Your clansmen are on edge as you question the children. None of them seem to know anything about the food, but you managed to scare them more than you intended. 2 brothers in particular are left on the verge of crying. Well, boo fucking who? It's a war, dude. I don't have time to care about children's tears here. I'm trying to survive a dredge onslaught. Fucking hypersensitive crap. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onif pulls you aside. I have a couple concerns I wanted to speak to you about, he says, in private. Well, like we're running out of food? That's a pretty big concern. What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? The group decides what? I don't get it. We've picked up quite a few. Is this about Ekul? Who are you worried about? I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skogr. They're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they'd die to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Varl? You don't even know half those warriors. You're telling me that they have no problem following a man's orders now? After everything that happened at Einertoff? They did join us voluntarily, and I do trust Ivor, even though he only has 1 arm now. Yeah, I trust Ivor. He's fearless, I'll give you that, but look at him. He's run ragged. He can't be there all the time. What happens if the first time the Varl don't want to do what you tell them? Let's be honest, they could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. That's probably true. And I really don't have a choice but to trust them. I mean, if they want to knock me off of the leadership totem pole, that's fine. Like, I don't care about power. All I care about is, like, saving people from these giant robot monsters. So if they want to, like, you know, take over my position and usurp me, I'm not gonna, like, cause a huge ruckus. I really have no choice but to trust them. Gotta disagree with that, Rook. We always have a choice. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a Mender with us, a Mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out when his mentor didn't show up in Sigerholm. Ivan's just the apprentice? What in the depths is his master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Ivan? Well, that's why I didn't just, like, hang out in that little town forever waiting for his bitch. I heard that they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Yeah, that's right. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Einertoff. After tearing the world in half, takes one look at Ivan and bolts. That is true. Alright, you're creeping me out now, dude. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Menders Council? How does that make any damn sense? This guy's a thinker. You do make some valid points. Points you should have made on your own. Hey, let's, like, whoa. We don't need to be pointing fingers here, dude. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook. But it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Suddenly you gasp for air when you look down. Oh my shit. Onif is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs? He fucking stabbed me? Are you fucking kidding me? Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. This is not what I had in mind when I talked about usurpation. There's a bird whistle and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onif's fighters from Frostfeller leap into action, cutting people down. Holy shit. I always thought it was the other guy who was going to do that. As Odaleaf turns to fire on the men, Onif runs her through. He killed Odaleaf and pulls her blade out of her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Egil in the throat before the boy can grab his shield. Onif heads straight for Letch, who freezes in unbridled terror. My whole party. You rise to your feet through the pain. Egil and Odaleaf are dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onif clutches Alet's wrist amid the commotion, tosses her bow aside, and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. Well, Ivor's going to save me. I'm injured a little bit, but I'm still able to fight. Ivan's on my side, so I probably was wrong to doubt him. Eccle's still here, and Mogan and Hogan are still here. It's the best we can do. Alright. Do it. Damn, that was unexpected. Thought we were just having a little nice chat. The fuck's wrong with you guys? Okay, so this fight is for my daughter's, like, virginity, basically. They're gonna rape my daughter in the woods if I don't do something. Pretty serious. So, I haven't really ever used Eckle. Guts 1. Knock back all adjacent enemies units up to 2 spaces, doing strength damage. That would be nice. Put Rook a little bit closer. Maybe we can zap these guys. I think we can win this fight. Probably. Bring him up through there. We're gonna start with the Rook. You only do 1 damage, huh? Okay. This guy's gonna go, then he's gonna go. We could sort of like get out of range of these archers, I think, if we move towards this way. Well, I guess I need to start breaking his armor down. If I move here, I'm slightly at risk from this guy, but if I move here, I'm slightly at risk from the archer and the rest of the guys, so let's move here. And we'll make it a point to, like, wreck his fucking shit. Because he's the biggest threat to us, really, as far as, like, draining our time and energy. Alright, I'd love to, like, zap these guys now that they're diagonal. That worked out pretty damn well. Okay. Now, I'm a little worried about these archers, but I don't think they'll be too big of a threat to us. We could move our giant down to sort of deal with them. But I like the idea of, like, getting her out of the picture. Man, that had a lot of movement. Okay. Well, let's sort of start wrecking her then. Let's just do this. He can take the shots. Alright, Mogan. This guy's still pretty dangerous. We have Bloody Flail, right? Let's Bloody Flail this guy. Not bad. Okay, can we finish this guy off? Yeah, we can. Let's do that. Get away from the archers. Nice. We'll let this guy fall to the archers. Ah, Jesus. That was not great. Well, let's keep working on these guys and their armor. Damn, they kill my wizard. The AI is fucking smart in this game, man. Alright, let's see if we can wreck her. And also, we'll bring him up to bear on these guys in a minute. Start working on them. We can bloody flail him, I think. Can't we? Yeah. Works pretty well, actually. I like how it's a mix of both. Alright, I think I want to start heading down with him. We could kill this guy. Let's kill this guy. Just kind of eliminate him from the process. Nice. You're gonna go right past me, huh? Trying to kill whoever's vulnerable. All right, let's get a kill on this guy with a rook. There we go. All right, I think we got this fight. Probably. Might lose down now. Oh well. We're closest to this girl, so... Nice. 3 damage. Alright, so you can probably finish her off, I would think, so... Do a bloody flail on this chick. That'll do it. Get her down to a lot less of a threat. Alright, we definitely got this now. Good deal. I'm gonna save my daughter from whatever the hell they're gonna do to her in the woods. It's just, no, we can't really attack her because she's still got... But we can keep knocking her back for 3 damage every time, which will eventually kill her. I don't think she can kill him. Yeah, she should be deflecting every time. Coming for you. In fact, we can just do his guts again for the win. Boom! Wait, not, what? No. Oh, because she didn't get knocked back, so she doesn't get damage? Is that how it works? Okay. I didn't realize that. Rook's here to save the day. Alright, that was a good fight. Must have been the coffee. Few promotions. Only 9 are now. Where's the Letch? Shouts Ivor, tearing into the nearest bandit. But you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they've disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think they've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothing are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction, and then at Onef. I killed him, she says. Good job. I taught you right. Are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest. You're bleeding. I don't see it. Suddenly, she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Odaleaf. Anyone? Odaleaf's dead. Ivor, I found them. Just as your sight goes black, you see Ivor, and Alette standing over you. Okay, good. Looks like I'll be saved. He's going to make it? Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally, a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Daddy! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Odaleaf? She's dead, dude. It's a good thing Ivan was here. She's going to pull through. Really? That was a nasty wound. I thought you like cut her in half. You managed to kill most of his traitorous sons of bitches, and the rest fled into the woods. There were a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Ivan. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Ivan frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Okay, I think we're going to end there. I know it's kind of an odd place to end, but we're at 20 minutes, and I think we're kind of circling the end of the game here and all the kind of climactic stuff that's going to happen, if I had to guess. Okay, so we're just going to start right here on this exact screen on the next episode. I'm recording a whole string of them right now. So look forward to seeing you guys on it tomorrow, and yeah, peace.